Hello YouTubers and Disney Cars fans, RC Cars here with another unboxing of a Disney Cars item. So today here we've got one of the 2013 2-packs that was released in the last case of 2-packs for 2013. And of course that is Palace Danger Finn McMissile and Doug Speedcheck from the Palace Chaos Collection. So as you can see here, we've got Finn McMissile with a different expression on the right here. The only thing different about him is the expression. If I could focus in on him, if you could kind of see, it'll be better when I open him up, but the expression is different compared to the regular Finn McMissile that usually has that expression, and that's why he's called Palace Danger Finn McMissile. Of course, now we have Doug Speedcheck, which is another one of the British bobbies or police cars, very similar to Mark Wheelsen, as right here, who was released in a 2-pack. So let's take a look at the back of this. This shows other cars in the Palace Chaos Collection. Also, there is a little blurb there that talks about kind of the introduction to Palace Chaos, if you want to read that. Of course, we've got Doug Speedcheck, Palace Danger, Finn McMissile, Holly Schiffwell with Screen, You the Bomb Mater, Michael Orangine, and Victor Pavillon. Of course, I do believe there were Maurice Welks in the series as well. So it only shows a few, and now this series does not carry over into 2014. It seems like it's a exclusive 2013 series, unlike World Grand Prix. So let's now get to open up these die casts. Let me open these up real fast. So this should be uploaded during the week of February 3rd to, what's the end of the week gonna be? It's going to be a Friday, so February 3rd, February 4th, 5th, 6th, so it's going to be like 7th, right? I don't feel like doing the math, but I plan on my uploading schedule probably from now on will be at least one video per weekend and one video in the midweek. So there's going to be a total of 2 videos every week. So you'll see one probably on Saturday or Sunday, and probably around during the week. So let's get started here. Let me bring over my turntable here, and there we are. As you can see right off the bat, that Finn McMissile has a kind of screaming expression. Now I'm sorry, there's kind of a glare here. You know, the sun's kind of setting where I live, so it's kind of hard to see, but as you can see, there's Finn McMissile right there. And let's compare him to the regular Finn McMissile release. Now, this is the different not the unibody, the separate piece, so I don't have the newest version. But as you can see there's a huge difference. Also, that this is a unibody, so there's no line coming off the mouth plate, as you can see there. You can kind of see it at that angle there. So as you can see, he's yelling, and he's got the mouth open because he's like screaming Mater in the movie at the end there. Otherwise, there's nothing really too much different about him other than the fact that he has a different expression now. That was kind of a cheap way to make the car different instead of like having a completely new car. But I do, sorry for the camera moving there, but I do appreciate that they actually made it a new tooling compared to the regular Finn McMissile like this one. So now, of course, there now is the probably the best car from the obviously the best car from the 2-pack is the Doug Speedcheck, and he's pretty cool. I believe it's kind of odd though that he has a smiling face on when it was kind of in a time of not so happiness, but he's pretty cool. Of course, he has more of the black and white and blue decos compared to Mark Wheelsen, who had more of a gray, yellow, and blue. But they are all very similar. They both have the emblem on their hat that says, if I could read it, it says RPM, which probably stands for like Royal Police. It says Royal Police I can't read what that says, but it's Royal Police something. I'm not sure if you would like to comment what that says if you are aware. So they both look really nice together. I do remember they're actually they actually were in the movie, so that's pretty cool. Now, if you weren't aware, these models that they use for these British bobbies are actually called Ford Mondios. I believe so, yeah, Mondio. And one thing that I can very much appreciate, and they kind of differentiate the characters a little bit, is that they have different license plates. They're very similar, well, actually not really. They only have the L similar, but they have it, and the 5. But if you can see there, Mark Wheelsen has a LG59 FIP, and Mark Wheelsen has a LP57 WIJ. So there's kind of a difference there. So as you can see, they still have kind of the same lights, but that's pretty normal that they are actually the same exact car model. So that's pretty cool. Of course, they have the Road Hug tires. Very nice on the detailing there. So I really do like that. Now, I know this is kind of old content, but if you saw my previous video on Tsubasa and French Rochelle, that was pretty new content. So, I kind of have to differentiate the, or offset kind of the videos. So, that's pretty much it for this video. Unfortunately, I can't turn the turntable. It makes way too much noise. So they look very nice together. I think it was a great pair. I think they did a really good job with this series overall. If you want to check out my video on Mark Wheelsen, go ahead and check it out. You could find him also with Boost with Flames, because that's how I did the video. So nothing really much to say to end off the video. Is just leave a like, please, if you did enjoy the video. It really helps out a ton, and stay tuned for more content. Hopefully I'm able to stick to my schedule I set for myself, but this will be the midweek video, and the Tsubasa video was the weekend video. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.